Oh boy, is this Blue Sky or Twitter? Which one? Which one of these insane websites is being dumped today?
So Charlie Critical had made a few statements addressing the tragedy that happened to Charlie Kirk. And multiple times he condemned what happened to Charlie Kirk, which is obviously a very reasonable thing to do. However,
because it's violence against another human being that did nothing wrong. Huh?
To certain
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty normal.
Individuals over on Reddit, TikTok, and even his own subreddit, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, some found it to be very offensive. How dare he condemn this?
And then I looked up the UFO stuff, and then Matt texted me if I heard about the Charlie Kirk thing. I had no idea what he was talking about. Immediately, first thing on Twitter is that video clip. It was...
Me too! Me too! Literally! I think I was scrolling right before stream, 5 minutes before stream, and I got gore shocked. Literally, I was like, fuck me, and I have to fucking stream? Yes, the close-up one. Yes, it was the one that was the first one that was posted within 15 minutes before stream. I wish I hadn't seen it. Yeah, me too, man. I don't know. I don't care who you are. Left, right, Republican, freaking different religion, or... I don't give a shit. It's horrible, man. It's horrible, man.
Fucking crazy.
It was insane.
That was gruesome. Yeah, it was unbelievable day. Jesus. Fucking awful though, man. Yeah, hopefully they catch the guy. I don't know how they're going to, but hopefully they do. Because right now it seems like they're just arresting a bunch of like random old guys. I don't think it was a professional. I think it was just an absolute craze.
Keep in mind, this is like on the day, I'm pretty sure, no?
Maniac.
He posted
but I guess
this.
we'll see. Hopefully they catch
Or he
the
was
person.
streaming.
It's fucking scary. Will
Yeah,
you do a video on
dude!
it? Probably not. Maybe once they catch the shooter, but in the meantime, probably not. That's just some heartbreaking shit. Usually the news stuff I cover is wackier. This one is just actually diabolical.
Well, after they caught Tyler Robinson, he ended up making that video.
So let me be crystal clear here. I think the assassination of Charlie Kirk, everything that happened here is fucking horrible. I think it is horrific. Awful. I think it is terrible. And I'm aware that some people have been celebrating this. I find that to be disgusting. What happened here is bad.
This is the most lukewarm take of all time. Like, you're condemning violence against another person. Whoa, whoa, buddy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And people are probably mad about it. It's not even a probably. This is 100% like confirmed thing. People actually unironically getting mad at you for saying that it's not nice to blow someone's fucking head off. That's insane.
Even though I didn't agree with him from
Lukewarm
all the
water
things I've seen,
take.
it still doesn't change the way I feel about this being a horrifying, terrible thing that happened to him.
As mentioned, some people on TikTok didn't like
Damn, L-Tick from Charlie. Didn't think it was a white supremacist sympathizer.
Charlie condemning what happened to Charlie Kirk.
This is what I think people like that sound like. I'm sorry.
Things like,
This
dang,
is the first thing that came in my head.
Of course, the famous YouTuber would have this garbage take to save face.
Oh my god.
Guess I won't be watching him anymore. Didn't think he was a white supremacist sympathizer. Oh wow, L take from Charlie. Yet he didn't show any compassion and didn't even say a word for Palestine. Interesting. And then you can see some...
And again, I think this is a lukewarm take too. I'm not celebrating, but I'm definitely not mourning. That's fine. Okay. You're not crying and bawling your eyes out. You're not sad. Like, you're not fucking crying and shitting your pants, but I get it. Okay.
And then you can see some duality.
That's like, it's crazy to me that that's the sensible take. Like, what the fuck?
There at the end, one user saying killing someone for a different opinion is peak fascism, and the other saying, I'll never have sympathy nor empathy for a fascist. On his own subreddit, there was a post.
You have to have an opinion on everything. See what I mean, chat? See what I mean? Yeah, well, someone died, but like also Palestine. It's like, oh my god, you're so chronically online. Oh my god, am I willing to bet you're probably unemployed? Yeah, but Palestine, but this, but that.
On his own subreddit, there was
Oh
a
my
post titled,
Lord.
"Let me get this straight," reading, "In today's video, Critical claims he cannot opine the type of person Charlie..."
Opine. Claims he could not opine on the type of person. What the hell is opine? Am I too retarded for this?
Kirk was, as he does not have enough info on Kirk.
Opine?
He immediately follows this up by saying he confidently believes Kirk's killer
Opinion?
was left-leaning based solely on internet memes. They then go on a weird rant about some like EDP stuff. I'm skipping that part. Charles White Jr. has sold out to the sensationalist, anti-intellectual, Asmongold-esque right-wing.
Look, as much as I like Asmongold, I'm really sick of people saying that having a take that is the same as his. It's like, that's Asmongold take. That's deranged, in my opinion. Like, I'm not allowed to have an opinion that agrees. I disagree with Asmon all the fucking time. On games, on like fucking political opinions, I don't care. Like, it doesn't mean that I fucking... I hate it here. I hate it so much. It's because he's popular, yeah. Fence sitter, yeah, fence sitter. You like breathing air? That means you're an Asmongold simp.
Grift and has lost me as a subscriber of 15 plus years. Either stick to what you know or get good at the grift so you don't look so transparently
Grift.
hypocritical and slimy, Charlie.
You think that Charlie is grifting because he said that he doesn't like the fact that someone had their head blown off. This is some mental gymnastics I can't fathom. Should go to the Olympics. Compete, gold
Another
medal.
user saying, seeing a fence sitter stay silent during a fascist regime is not fun. And this one, who seems to be upset with Charlie referring to the assassin as a leftist, which seems to be referring to this part of his video.
Anyway, as of now, there's been a lot of misinformation flooding around with like different Tyler Robinsons and also like people making claims about whether he's a Democrat or a Republican, which is obviously a big subject here considering the motive being political. Now, with all the available information about what they found as well as like where he's potentially been, to me it seems like he's more left-leaning than right, but nothing is 100% confirmed and there's so much information it's hard to know for sure. A lot of people are saying since he grew up in a Republican household and there's so many photos of him at a young age around guns, he must be a Republican, but that's not always the case. Kids don't always...
I knew a very left-leaning person that was borderline, like, you know, some people would say the word tanky, that loved guns and said that every citizen should have a gun. That's not a fucking, like, exclusively right-wing versus left-wing take. I'm not even kidding. They were a nice person, too. Don't get me wrong. It's just, like, that's not a tanky. No, I mean, I'm not gonna get into it, but, like, my point is, like, some people would perceive it as, like, a tanky thing. Because you're supposed to... Never mind. I'm not gonna say it, but you get my point, though. Like, that doesn't make you a left-leaning versus right-leaning person. There are plenty of people that are very left-leaning that like guns.
grow up to be just
So
carbon
stupid.
copies, clones of their parents and their beliefs. Like, yes, they're more
So
inclined to follow
dumb.
those beliefs, but it's not always how it works out. And according to people closest to him, he got much more political over the last couple of years, so anything could have changed. There's no telling for sure. But this definitely does seem to be a politically motivated assassination. Which,
Sure.
if you ask me, is a horrible thing.
Yeah.
And my heart breaks for the family that is now without a father.
Now, ultimately, of course, his full take on this matter was
Yeah, and then there's people that are like, yeah, it should be the daughters next and the wife.
quite a bit longer than the chopped up brief version that I included in this video to just show you like some of the highlight areas that people were taking umbrage with. And I'll have both linked
So
in the
horrible.
description because one comes from his channel and the other one comes from Penguinz0 clips, specifically like the stream highlight from the beginning. Nevertheless, it's absurd for him to get backlash for simply saying that this was a bad thing that happened, more or less. But it's also very expected, as essentially anyone who came out condemning this stuff on the internet was getting backlash from like certain other parts of the internet. The one-to-one use of the words fascist and Nazi nowadays are also
Silence is violence, chat. Silence is violence. Remember that.
just absurd. You know, it's interesting how buzzwords that got watered down because they were overused progressively went from like racist to homophobe to transphobe, and now it's, oh, everyone's just a Nazi or a fascist. Lastly, I apologize for covering this a bit late. Some of this happened like a few weeks ago, some of it a week ago, referring to like some of the comments we read. But I found
next we're gonna actually pivot to thoughts are violent. You're not allowed to think things. Dude, I'm actually getting dystopian ideas. What if one day they start getting, like, they get the technology to read people's minds and then you can't have even a thought to yourself? Like, you can't think for a second something that someone doesn't like.
Compelling to still talk about, albeit rather briefly. So let me know what you think about this stuff in the comments, and thank you so much for tuning in.
Be a felon.
I appreciate you, and I'll see you here and in the next one.
What if you read a slur and you don't say it out loud and you know it's a slur and you're not supposed to say it, and then you think it in your head and then like you get like buzzed for being naughty because you read the slur in your head? Even though you're not saying it like under any pretense or anything. Dude, I'm getting chills. I'm getting chills, chat. I'm getting chills. I think I'm going too deep into it.
See you at the gulag, bitch!
Yeah, me reading To Kill a Mockingbird. You get Huckleberry Finn. There's a lot of N-words in there because it was written back in the day, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did. Yeah, it had a lot of slurs in it. To Kill a Mockingbird, like you freaking... Oh my god! Oh shit, did you have a license to read that? Oh fuck! Only so many slurs a day.
Oh, yeah.